Hey everybody, Jim Perry here. So I'm out metal detecting again today for probably an hour and a half in a favorite park of mine here in southeast Minnesota. The ground and the lawns and open areas is far too frozen right now. But out here in the woods where you have a little bit of fallen leaves and a little bit of cover, the ground is still very diggable. Let me show you what I just pulled on my first target. So when I was a kid here growing up, this would have been a lake. Dam was over there. This is the old lake shore. These trees are where the lake shore was. This all would have been lake here way back in there. Again, this would be where land was. And just up on the shore is where my first target was at. Hold on, let me get this turned off. And down, I don't know, I just saw the edge of it here. It rang pretty high. And I don't know if you could see that. Right there is the spoon bowl. I hope the whole thing is here. It is. Oh my gosh. This is a very, very old spoon. I don't think it's solid silver. I'll have to look on the back. I'll get home and I'll get it cleaned up, but it looks like it's not, but because it looks like the silver coloring is flaked off, so I'm going to assume it was silver plated. This is my very first spoon, full spoon, that I've dug. I've found pieces of about that much of a spoon before, knowing that the handle was old. But this is my very first spoon. Again, I'm going to assume that it's silver plated. Gorgeous piece. It'll be interesting to see how nicely it cleans up. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out here. I wish I had some more time. I've got some things I've got to do today. But my plan is to kind of hit the wooded area back in here and then possibly up on the hillside if I've got a little extra time. We'll see what we can find today. So, thing is, you never know exactly what you're going to find. I just ran into someone from town here that I know. He's lived here for years, and he saw me actually digging up the spoon and kind of watching what I was doing for a bit, and we got to talking about different locations to look. And he said that his son actually lives on the old stagecoach road near town here, and the old trail goes through the woods along behind his home, and there are acres of land that can be searched there. So again, you never have any idea what you're going to find, and I'm feeling lucky to have run into him today. And it sounds like we are next spring or summer going to head out there together to do a little detecting and check out that area along the old stagecoach road that ran through southeast Minnesota. So I found that spoon just down there, slowly making my way up the trail. Found a couple pennies, one there, one about there, and then came up to this hole. Already dug it, didn't get it live, but down in here is a really nice buckle. So that should clean up nice. I don't want to break it. No idea how old this might be. It's got a lot of nice green copper patina to it yet. Very nice. Moving on. So straight down there along the old lakeshore is where I started. No more than, I don't know, maybe 100 yards from where I'm at now. And slowly made my way up the trail to kind of this high point, and I wanted to detect this area. This is a high point through the park that really doesn't have a trail on it other than deer trails coming through. This is a gorgeous part of the park that people rarely get a chance to see. And I've found a couple of shotgun shells up here. The first one was right down there. Nothing really old. I was kind of hoping to find something that I could date when someone was here. And then right next to that, no more than about 3 feet away, I just pulled this shotgun shell. And this would be UMC Co. I know it might be kind of hard to see. I'll put a picture up. A UMC Co. New Club 12 gauge shotgun shell with the 8-point star design kind of around it. This shotgun shell was produced from 1901 to 1910. So as I stand here and kind of look through, I'm realizing that this high point overlooking the lake, someone came out here more than 100 years ago, you know, up to 110, 120 years ago, and decided to go hunting from this high point, and the shotgun shell that got dropped was left behind for me to pick up all of these years later. Very interesting. Glad to be up here today. Absolutely gorgeous. I've only got a few minutes left, so we'll see if find anything else, and then we'll do a quick wrap up before I've got to make my way back out into the vehicle. So it's just a few minutes later. I'm really out of time. Wish I wasn't. It's an absolutely gorgeous day outside. Now that said, I am excited about the finds from today. Glad to have had a chance to be out here. I'm hoping that I can find another morning to come out and kind of hit this ridge line again. I found several other pieces of ammunition. I'm not going to share all of them with you because that would be awfully boring. Let me show you a few of the more interesting finds today. So, always finding clad, a couple of pennies right away. I did find a 2-piece snap. Doesn't appear to be old, but I'll do a little more research on that. Always finding ammunition. Very happy to find this older UMC Co. shotgun shell, 12 gauge New Club shotgun shell. Again, produced 1901 to 1910. Then I've got the buckle that I found down at the bottom of the hill. That should clean up really, really nice. Glad to find that today. And then, first target of the day, this old silver plated spoon. Again, I'm assuming it's silver plated. I'm going to have to look a bit more carefully to see if there's any kind of a marking on there. I don't want to rub anything more off of it to damage it anymore. Nice couple of hours out here. Not even that, more like an hour and a half. Glad for those items. Again, the ground's getting a bit frozen, although underneath the leaf cover it is much more diggable than it is out in the open areas. Grateful for another morning out here. Again, hoping to come back in the next couple of days, see if I can hit more of the ridgeline again. Thanks for joining me this morning. See you soon.